Hello everyone, I'm Jilson. Download the source file below in the description. Let's get started. I have some worksheets created here. I will show how to create tables. Table is an important resource you can use it to analyze your data, but important, table don't allow you have empty rows and columns. If you have empty rows, for example, in this case, you need to delete this rows first before you create your table. The table needs to be entire without free spaces on rows and columns. If you verify your table and don't have blank rows or blank columns, the table is full of data. This is required for create tables on Excel. Here at the home, I have these options here. Format as a table. You can create table direct from here. Only choose a specific format you want to use it. But another way is in insert table here at the top. If I click here, or I can use a shortcut Ctrl plus T. I will click here and table. Try to confirm if I have headers here at the top. In my case, I have the first row, reservation ID. This is my header. If I don't have a header, I can uncheck this, but I have, and I click in OK. Excel format this one styles for itself, but I can change this. If you click in any cell, you can click here and change it for another style. Only hold your mouse in this list, you can see previous few formats with this. I prefer a more clean format. I will choose this. With table, you have options to filter your data. I will explain about filter in the next lesson, but it's a resource present in table. In this style, you have other options here at the top. When you create a table, a new tab display here at the top. If you go to another tab, you can see here table design. If you click outside our table, this new tab don't see anymore. You need to click on the table to see this new tab again. With this tab, you have some options. You can uncheck this if you don't want this in your table. You want to this resource, you can change this. I choose a new format to be more clear this. I choose this. If you uncheck this, you can remove this from your style, or you can include this format for your table. You can manipulate this for your table. I will choose again my previous format. Another resource important here on table is the opportunity to include a total row. If I click here at the end, you see a total in this row. I see the number of reservations in this table. It's an amazing feature. You can include and remove all the time. If you start type a new reservation here and press enter, Excel apply the table style here. It's an interesting feature. The same occur here. If you start a new column text, Excel apply the same style for this new column. Table is important feature. I'm here in sort data worksheet. Please click in this worksheet to practice with me. Another important resource here is how to sort your data. Here at the home tab, I have this icon here, sort and filter. If I click here, I have these options: sort A to Z, Z to A, or custom sort. I can have this icon and this resource in the data tab. Is the same. I use a data tab because the icon is displayed direct here. Is more clear. You can sort your data for different criteria. If I want to source my data for guest name, I click in any cell and I choose the first option, A to Z. Excel sort all data A to Z in this order. Is amazing. If you have a large worksheet, is a very interesting feature. But you can use it for any column. I wanted to state and click this, I can search again. I can search for data too. If I want to descending order, I click here, I search for this date, or I can use Z to A for the last period and then the first period. I choose this. But imagine you want to search for two criteria, because if I want to choose search by city, I can choose this, but the state is not in this order. If I choose state, the cities change it, but I want both search by city and then state. I can use advanced sort. I can click here. First, I want to search by state. I choose the order A to Z. Then I can include a new level. I click here and choose which column I want to use for search again. In this case, city. Again, I can use the same order, but if I want another order, I can choose this or custom list. And you can include new level if you want to. For example, include the total ascending order. I can include this, and smallest to largest or largest to smallest. I change this, and I can include more if it's necessary. When the criteria are selected, you can change the order if you want with these icons, or you can copy or delete. You can manipulate this. If I click in OK, Excel now apply A to Z for the state and then sort the cities and the total of this reservation. It's an interesting feature. If you want to go to again, you can click here and sort. I'll filter continue there. I will click in OK. But if you apply again the only for the reservation date, ascending date, Excel display the date again. You can sort your date, analyze your date, and then apply a new sort and continue analyzing your date. If I go here in the sort, because I changed from this source, Excel remove the other sort I apply. But I'll cancel this. It's okay for me. It's only for you understand how to use this interesting feature here on Excel. I use the worksheet filter data. Please click in this worksheet. Another interesting resource here is the filter. When you click here and filter, Excel include these new icons at the header of these columns. This resource is available not only here in the data tab, but at home tab. You can see here filter and sort. If you click here, you include or remove this resource. I will include this resource here, filter. I go to the data tab because it's more clear to see this resource direct here at the data tab. With this resource, you can filter reservation or your data by each information you have in the column. In my case, I wanted to filter by the states. I click in this arrow. Excel show all states I have clients here. I click uncheck this, and I can select specific states I want to analyze. When I click here and click in OK, Excel filters all information only for this state I analyze. You can see here in blue the line numbers are in blue to represent the other informations are not excluded for this worksheet, are only hidden, but continue here in this worksheet. If I click again here and include a new state to analyze and click OK, the number of the reservation increase. If you want to copy this information, you can only select this information, go to the home, copy, and click and paste this information. You copy not the entire worksheet, only information you are analyzing at the moment. I undo this. This is interesting resource here on Excel. And if you want to remove the filter, you click here and clear filter from state. All information again stay here. I press escape because I not want to copy anything more. To remove the selection, you can filter by status. I want to remove this criteria from the list of reservation, and I only see confirm and pending reservations. You can manipulations your information with filter. Is amazing, interesting. You can filter by data. If you click here, you can see filter by month, by day, by year, depends of the amount of your data. You can filter by numbers, in this case reservation ID. You click in the arrow in text filter, you can specify equals or not equals. You can, in this case, with numbers, you can click and choose filter by color or filter number filter equals greater than. If you want to, for example, analyze reservation greater than $5,000, I can include this and click OK. Only reservation with this amount will display. You can click and select options in the list. Custom filter, you can explore this for yourself. I will remove this. I'm here in Find and Replace worksheet. I will show another important resources here on Excel. Here at the Home tab, you have this icon, Find and Select. With this, you can have the first option, Find. If you click in Find, you can find a specific information. For example, if I type Chicago and press Find Next, Excel show me the first record it find. I can click and Find Next. Excel display the next row and find all. Excel show me I have 2 rows with this information. I can replace this information if I want. Replace stay here, but I will cancel this. You can click here again and find. If you go direct on replace, you can go direct to the replace tab here. I want to show how to look up and replace all information. Imagine the client change the email. I want you to update this information. I can type the information I want you to find and click and Find Next. Excel look up the information and select for me. I can type the new email address I want you to update and I click and replace. Excel replace with the new information. Imagine you have a larger worksheet with thousands information and want you to quickly update one information to another information. If a specific information, you can do one by one, find the next and replace, find the next and replace. But it's the same information you want you to apply all records. You can select the first information you want to find and use replace all to replace all occurrence of this data. It's very easy to use this resource, and you can use it to update and look up your information in your worksheet. That's it. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can receive new contents like this every weekend. And if you want to continue practice with me, you can watch my full courses Excel for Beginners, complete free, with the link below in the description, and you can see the link at the right corner. See you in the next lesson. Bye.